Leena from the Land of Gods, and we are doing the weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from 11th till 17th April. Please remember, these are general readings. Time's fluid and energies can be reversed. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for others to receive. If you're here for the first time, welcome aboard. Welcome to my channel. And if you've been kind enough to come back, thank you so very much, guys. Welcome back. Everything you do for my channel matters a lot and makes a difference. Whether it's a like, whether it's a comment, a view, a sub, a share, whatever. So please accept my gratitude for that. It makes a difference, really. And thank you for doing that. All right, Scorpios, let us jump straight in. Let's see what's the challenge that we might face this week. The advice from the universe and the possible outcome if the advice is followed. What do we have? Moving away from conflict. That is what our challenge is. We find ourselves in the eye of the storm, I hear. It's difficult for us to walk away from this. This could be you feeling that you've let someone's ego win, but I feel it's the other way around. You're projecting that. It is because of the ego that you are in this clash. You want to prove someone wrong more than you want to prove yourself right, and that is the reason why you're not able to get out. It's an ego clash. What's the advice? Of course, we're going to clarify all of this and wrap up the reading with an oracle guidance message. This week around, we are using the Greek mythology deck. The advice, Spirit. What is the advice for the challenge we have in front of us for my lovely Scorpios for the week starting 11th till the 17th of April? The advice, please. Here's the advice. Ooh. This just fell out of the deck. Ace of Wands and Hermit, yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta look at things from a rather self-analytical way than putting the blame on others. Look at it from a balanced, trying to figure out what exactly is the issue here. Yeah, you need to kind of detach yourself and have a fresh outlook towards this. Maybe that is when you will be able to decide whether it is worth investing the energy that you are in this clash or not. And that will help you eventually decide whether you're in or out. The outcome, if the advice is followed, what should be or would be, what would be the outcome if the advice is followed? Possible outcome, Spirit. Possible outcome if the advice is followed. King of Wands. Look at you. And the Sun. Wow. I see Ace of Wands, King of Wands, and the Sun with that Hermit. This looks like to me that you finally choose happiness over quarrel. This is you establishing your grounds, you making a point, you making a valid point and moving away from that like a boss. Yeah. The king does not really have time for stupid quarrels, basically. Yeah. And you're not leaving quietly. King of Wands is someone who does not really believe in entering or leaving a scene quietly. Nuh-uh. Yeah. You are definitely making a point. And then you're like, I'm dropping the mic, but before that, I have got something to say. Here you go. That's it. Sayonara. Adios. Yes, that is what it is. All right. 5 of Rods and the 8 of Cups in the challenge. We gotta know why we have these energies here, Spirit. This one is gonna have to be taken, I'm told. The Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Sun. This is where the clash is. Someone who is kind of controlling, okay? Emperor is very fired up. This is Aries energy, and then we have the King of Pentacles there, which is very grounding energy, very earthy energy. So very contrasting energies here. Two people with very, very different point of view, clearly. And it's just going on and on and on. You're not even agreeing to disagree. You're just trying to make a point, you know, and it's just you being too close to the sun, you're gonna get yourself burned, basically. It's coming to that. That is the reason why I said that it seems like an ego clash more than anything else, more than a real conflict. Of course, there has to be an issue, a reason, a theme, something for the clash to have kick-started. That is now completely out of the focus. No, that is not the focus anymore. The focus is your ego. And we need to bring that focus back in and start looking at it from a new standpoint as to what exactly the issue was, rather than, you know, he said that and that was not the right way, that tonality was wrong, this behavior is toxic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, 5 of Cups, 10 of Rods, 8 of Rods, and the Lovers. Exactly. We need to talk, guys. And we need to talk from this standpoint. Like, can we come back to where exactly the issue was, rather than who said what and who landed up hurting whom with, you know, nasty words. When we are angry, there are times that we'll end up saying something that we don't mean to, but just because we want to hurt or inflict pain because we are angry, we do not realize that how much words matter. So this time around, when you talk with a little bit of compassion and bring in some softness and love and happy vibes in this scene, okay? That is what this Ace of Rods is. We gotta start the communication on a fresh note. This is, let us come back to the tables and let us not repeat the same storyline that we have so far. If we need to sort this conflict out, let's drop this. Who hurt whom, what, who said, blah, blah, blah. King of Wands in the outcome. King of Wands. Hermit showing up again. That is beautiful. That is really, you know, understanding the whole thing from a true Emperor's perspective. That's it. All right. The Hermit. The Magician. Beautiful. The 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, finally letting go. And 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're not losing your sleep over this anymore. As I said, you're gonna make your point. You're gonna say it out loud. Whatever that you have come to realize, once you looked at it from a different standpoint, you're gonna make that point. You're gonna say it. And you're gonna say it in a very matter-of-factly manner. And that's it. Gonna drop the mic. You're gonna move on towards your happiness. That is what you want to manifest. This is as if two people are fighting for happiness. I mean, you don't have to fight for that. You have to bring in love for happiness to come into your life, for joy to be there in your life. How exactly are you going to bring that when you are fighting over trivial shit? Yeah, you are just coming out of that as soon as you're going to bring in some compassion into the situation and going to let bygones be bygones. Whosoever hurt, I said a few things that I shouldn't have. You said a few things that we shouldn't have. Now let's come together with whatever we have realized we should not have done or should have done while dealing with this conflict. And with that new knowledge, let us move towards what we have had been trying from the very beginning. As I said, the focus was this, and you lost that focus and the conflict came in. The ego clash happened. The Nine of Cups, look how beautiful it is. You guys are moving or trying to manifest the same thing. This is your dream. If it is just which way we are going to get to the sun, find a midway. There is no reason for you guys to not be able to reach that sun, not be able to reach that happiness, not be able to make your dreams come true. But this process is needed so that in future you guys know how to deal with conflict. And it is so extremely important if we are thinking of establishing long-term trust and faith in each other. This is the very foundation of it. Communication, honest communication. It's okay to be vulnerable. Let the other person know, when you said that, it really hurt me. And I know when I said that because you happened to say that. I was being reactive. That was not the right thing for me to say as well. King of Wands is all about wearing your heart on your sleeve, dude. This dude is the most, like an open book kind of a thing. Let us see what Spirit has to finally say. Spirit, final guidance message for my Scorpios. We gotta just talk it out. That is all. It's a conflict over ego, not over an issue. You guys are working for the same thing. It's like, whose idea is better? Dang, come on. Challenges, Hydra, yeah. This actually reminds me of our Hindu god, Lord Krishna, when he had to fight that multi-hooded snake Kalia. It was toxicity everywhere, and this feels like you're trying to deal with things, but you deal with one thing and something else crops up, and then you try and deal with that, and you have not yet finished the job, so it just keeps cropping up. Challenges, let's see. The Hydra was a many-hooded water serpent that lived in the swamp of Leena. It terrorized the local community, but Hera nurtured the beast so she can use it to thwart her stepson, Heracles, who she hated. Heracles had to undertake 12 impossible tasks or labors, and one of them involved killing the Hydra. Hence, this card implies that the gods may have prepared a challenge for you to undertake. He began by striking each head of the Hydra with his mighty club, but as he knocked one off, 2 more heads grew in its place. See, it's like things just cropping up again and again in this conflict. Causing him a bigger problem than he had before. Exactly. So we have kind of lost the actual issue. It's like you said that, it triggered something else, it just blew out of proportion kind of a thing. Thus, the Hydra represents an issue which seems to grow as you deal with it. You solve one problem and 2 more appear. The Hydra was eventually killed as Heracles cauterized each stump before new heads could grow. So tackle any challenges you have with a thoughtful, new, in-depth approach, taking me to hermit again. That is what we need. And you will eventually overcome any complications or difficulty. What an absolutely lovely card to wrap up this reading. Exactly. In-depth approach is needed. You guys are working for the same thing, just different point of view, and that is the reason of the conflict. Sort that, bring in some vulnerability and compassion in this situation. Let bygones be bygones. Have honest communication, and things will get sorted, and you would not lose your sleep over this anymore, and you'll be able to move forward towards your dreams. And on that lovely note, my Scorpios, I'm gonna take your leave. Thank you so very much for joining me. It's a wrap. Namaste from the land of gods.